This conference will now be recorded.
So have you done the setup and started practicing the Ansible?
Yeah, somewhat.
Okay. Okay, let's connect to the control machine. So any questions before starting the class? Sir, I am seeing nothing in sudo vi /etc ssh of Red Hat. So you have done a typo error here, okay? SSHD configure. Your command is wrong, okay? That's why you are not able to see anything. You have to refer the SSHD underscore config. Fine. Any other doubts? Okay. So switch user Ansible. Okay. So we are working with the Ansible user. So you have to switch to Ansible user. Okay. So now before starting your work, so what is your inventory? Okay. So it is available in the /etc Ansible hosts. Okay. So host file. So you are managing two servers, Ubuntu and Red Hat. So whether they are reachable or not, so you can test it using ping command, ping module. Okay, so Ansible -m ping all. So then it is giving output success. Okay, so now we can learn many more modules. So here I am teaching one module called setup module. Okay, setup module. So you can give all in the end also or beginning also, no issue. Okay, it doesn't matter. So Ansible all -m setup. So when you run this setup module, so you are going to get some JSON file output, so which gives information about the remote server. Okay, remote servers configuration will come. How the remote servers are configured. So those details information you will get in the setup module. So this is a key and this is a value. So what is the release they are having? 20. Okay, so all information you can see. What is the IPv4 address? Okay, network information. So and so lot of information you can get. So if you do setup module, you will get all information about the remote server. But here in this setup module, I want to filter some value. So I can use filter. Filter is equal to, okay. So I can use some filter. Filter equal to Ansible underscore distribution. Okay, filter is equal to Ansible underscore distribution. So then I can get a small output. See the value Ansible underscore distribution value for this machine is saying as Ubuntu. Okay, and the Ansible distribution value for this machine is equal to Red Hat. Okay, so I can able to know some value which is required for these are basically this value we call as fact. Okay, fact. Okay, fact means information about some variable. Okay, so these are variables which will give some information. So in the setup module we can get those information. So there is one more like this we can search many things. So Ansible OS star. Okay, Ansible underscore OS star. So if you type, you can see OS family, which is Red Hat and Debian. What was the family? Okay, so instead of filtering, if you type everything, it all will come. Okay, total complete configuration will come. So you can see each value. Whatever you want, you can filter. Okay. So you have to know what kind of information, swap memory, every information is available here. Python version, what kind of Ansible Python version is available. So setup module is very important. Hyphen A filter is equal to value. Suppose if you forget to give all, what will happen? If you forget to give all, what will happen? Okay, see this is it is waiting for the all. Okay, it is waiting for the output. So you have to give all. See, basically, if you forget to give all, what will happen, right? Okay, so it is giving some pattern is required. Okay, so type all. Okay, then it is connected. Then it is connected. Okay, this is what setup module. Okay, so now next to apt module. So what is apt module means? So it basically installs some packages on the only Ubuntu only. Okay, so that's why I'm selecting only Ubuntu as the host group, and I can use module apt, and I have name. Name is equal to Apache 2. Name is equal to Apache 2. State is equal to installed, or state equal to present. Okay, so name Apache 2, state equal to present. Okay, so then hyphen b hyphen capital K. Hyphen b hyphen capital K. Enter the password. So now Apache 2 is trying to install. So whenever if it is not able to install, okay, you will get this error. Okay, so you got some error, reading package error. So why this will come basically? Why this error came? Package not found, Apache failed to fetch the package. Okay, some information it came. Okay, so see here. Okay, I will add one more value here. Okay, I will add one more value like update underscore cache is equal to yes. Okay, update underscore cache is equal to yes. Now let's see whether it will install or not. Okay, now it is installed. Yellow color. So update underscore cache means, okay, so before installing any package, we will write apt get update. Okay, after doing the apt-get update only, we will try to install the package. Okay, so that is Linux. So similarly, they provided one value called update_cache is equal to yes. So it will do the sudo apt-get command in the background. So whenever your Apache is working, so you can see output in the browser. So Apache is running on the server. Which server? So Apache Ubuntu server. So you have to find which one is Ubuntu. Okay, this is Ubuntu, right? So we installed on the node. So in the node, you have to add security group. You have to add the inbound rules. So this is a security group. Okay, you can add it. So Apache will work on which port number? It works on port number 80. So you have to add port number 80. You have to add port number 80. Save. Okay, so after adding the port number 80, now you can able to see that output in the server. So take this server IP, details. Okay, take the public IP and paste it. So what you can see now, when your Apache is installed, you will get a page like this. Okay, on the machine. When Apache is deployed or installed, okay, you will get a page like this. Default home page of the Apache 2 website. It is a default page. Okay. Suppose if you want to install your own package into this, your own code, then you can use copy module to copy it. So I will prepare the file. We can copy it. Index.html. So welcome. So save it, and you have to copy this. How to copy? Ansible -m copy module -a. So source is equal to index.html and destination is equal to. So HTTPD will be deployed on this location where www/html. So this is a deployment path for the Apache server. Source is the code and destination is the deployment path. Okay, so you want to do it on Ubuntu and -b -K. So your code you are deploying through copy module. Using copy module, you are deploying your code. So after deployment, you go and refresh. Okay, you got your website. Whatever the website, okay, index.html is defined or developed accordingly, you can see the output. So using apt module, you are installing some package and you are able to deploy your code using copy module. Okay, so once code is deployed, then testing team will start their testing on this website. That code will be developed by developers. That is, it is basically supporting Ubuntu. Okay, Ubuntu server. For example, same thing you want to do it on Red Hat. Okay, so then Apache 2 will not work. Okay, same company Apache for Red Hat people, it is given as HTTPD. Okay, it is given as HTTPD. Now you people have to tell how to install HTTPD on Red Hat, because HTTPD is basically for Red Hat, not on Ubuntu. How to install, okay, on Red Hat? So very simple. So for managing the Red Hat, you have what you have, sir? M module. Okay, apt module is for Ubuntu, M module is for Red Hat. Okay, so now you can install the package. So name is equal to, what is the package name I want to install? So you have to decide. State equal name equal to HTTPD. So state equal to present. Okay, this is what you have to give for Red Hat. Okay, so then -b capital K ANSIBLE. So now after giving the package, it basically in Red Hat what will happen is, okay, whenever we install any package, it won't start on its own. We have to do the start. Okay, so whatever the service you deployed, so that you have to start. If you go and see the output now, it won't work like this. See here, I'll go to Red Hat and I will add the port number 80 and I will see the output. The output will not come because one rule is there in Red Hat. Whenever you install any package, you have to start it manually. How you will start? You have to start the service and add the port number. That is what you have to do. But in the Ansible world, okay, so how you will add or how you will start? So you will add port number. I agree. See, I am adding browser port number 80. Save it. But you cannot see the output now. You won't get the output because the server is stopped. See here. So now you won't get output, or even default page also you won't get. Okay, see, this site cannot be reached. Why this is happening means in Red Hat you have to start the service once after installing. Okay, so to start the service, okay, Ansible has given a module called service module. Okay, so what is the purpose of service module? Service module is used to start the service or stop the service. Okay, so name is equal to HTTPD. So English state equal to started. Okay, state equal to started. Okay, if you give this information, so to Red Hat -b capital K. So then what will happen? So Ansible is going to start the service. Ansible is going to start the service on the remote machine. Okay, once the service is started, yellow color, now you can able to see some default page. Okay, so this is the default page given by Red Hat. So first what you have to do, you have to install the HTTPD and then you have to, okay, start the server. You have to start the server. So once after starting your server, then you are able to see. Now how to do the deployment? So for doing the deployment, earlier command only. Okay, so you can use earlier command only, copy module. Okay, for doing the deployment. But here, okay, what is the thing is you have to use. Okay, what you have to use? You have to use a Red Hat here. Okay, so Red Hat. So if you use Red Hat, Ansible -m copy -a source equal to index.html, destination given, and Red Hat -b capital K, Ansible. Okay, see now. So it is deployed. Once code is deployed, now you can able to refresh this page. You will get the output. Okay. So this is what your HTTPD deployment. Your Apache 2 deployment. Okay, so how you deployed means by using command line, but in real world we won't use this commands. We have to write a playbook. Okay, so now I am giving the same thing to convert to playbook. That is very important. So what you have to do, you have to write one playbook which will work for two scenario. Okay, it has to install. Okay, so how to remove? First, let us remove those. Okay, then we can work on installing. Okay, through playbook. So to remove, so you have to use m module or apt module. So remove apt module -a. Okay, so name of the package is equal to Apache 2 and state equal to okay, remove absent. English, right? We have to write English absent. Like that, -b -capital. Type the password. Okay. So now what is saying? No such file or directory. Because it has to be Ubuntu, right? Okay. On Ubuntu only Apache 2 will work. So now it will remove. Okay. Let's see. If you want to delete, okay, I want to delete HTTPD. So then -a name equal to HTTPD, state equal to absent, state equal to absent. Okay. So then red hat -b capital. Okay. Red hat -b capital. So then it is removed. Then it is removed. Here. Like this, we can install the commands. But I always advise you have to go with the playbook. Okay. So now let us implement the playbook, which basically install the Apache on Ubuntu, and I want to install HTTPD on Red Hat, and it has to do the code deployment, and also it has to start the service. Okay. So how to implement this playbook? So let me write. So install dot, okay, I'm writing the playbook. Install dot YAML. Install dot YAML. Okay. So every consists of place. So the place, so your place Ubuntu. Okay. The first place Ubuntu. Okay. Next, under that you have a task. So one play consists of many tasks. Okay. So the first task is I want to write. Okay. I want to install Apache 2. This is the first task. Okay. So what is the module we are going to use? Apt module. Okay. Apt module. Then you have to supply what is the package name. State equal to present. Okay. So update underscore cache is equal to yes. Okay. So like this, you have done one task. Next task. Next task is deployment. Okay. So you can use copy and same thing you can use. Source is equal to index.html and destination is equal to /var /www/html. Okay. So this is what your deployment. Okay. Next. So you can write as a task, but basically services. Okay. Whatever the services you are going to write. Okay. So there is a separate section called handlers. Okay. Handlers. In the handler section, we are going to write the service. Hyphen name is equal to. Okay. So service restart. Okay. So what is the module we have to use? Service module. Okay. So name is equal to Apache 2, state equal to or started. Okay, so clear up to now. This playbook is clear for you. How to installing Apache to deploy the code and restarting. Like this, I can write one more play. So where exactly I have to start? So here, this playbook consists of two plays. Okay, so one play is for Ubuntu, another play is for Red Hat. Play internally have tasks. So I have written two tasks and one handler. So internally task uses modules, and the module is the main unit of work. Module is going to work. So now host is Red Hat. Okay. So next, so tasks. So what is the task I have to write? So first one is install HTTPD. So what is the package we will use for Red Hat? Yum. Okay. So then finally name is equal to HTTPD, state equal to present. So then afterwards, after writing the name, so then next task is deployment. Same repeat. Okay. So source is equal to index.html and destination is equal to okay /var www/html. Okay. So this is what you did the deployment. Again for handler, you can take a separate handler. Under handler, you will create the task. Name is equal to okay. So here, what kind of service we want to give? Service HTTPD. Okay. So state is equal to okay. Service is equal to under the name you have to write. The name is task name. Okay. Under that you have to write the service. The name is equal to HTTPD. So state is equal to okay restarted. State is equal to restarted. See, this is a playbook. Okay, complete playbook. So then save. So now you have to execute the playbook. So how to execute? Ansible playbook name -b -capital K. Okay, enter Ansible. So when you enter, so if any error comes, it will see. See, it is showing that there is some error, which you need to fix it. Okay, which you need to fix it. Yes.
అది నేమ్ ఈక్వల్ టు హెచ్టిటిపిడి ఒక స్టెప్ బ్యాక్ రావాలి సార్.
ఇక్కడ ఒక నిమిషం ఆగండి.
నేమ్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు హెచ్టిటిపిడి ఉంది కదా కింద.
ఒక నిమిషం. So it is showing here, right? See, the first thing, it is giving some error, right? So here you can see host mainly. Okay. See, you observe now host. Here only first error. You can able to easily identify. Okay. So just what you have to do, you have to move here. You have to just move here. So host this and this should be in the one line. Okay. So now H is line and next T is moved. So if you change one thing, you have to change. Okay. That's it. That's all. Tell me where is other error? That's it. Okay.
నేమ్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు హెచ్టిటిపిడి.
Yeah, where it is.
నెక్స్ట్ స్టెప్ నెక్స్ట్ అది సార్ పైన హెచ్టిటిపిడి అది ఎం కింద రావాలనుకుంటా సార్. అది ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ ఎం వన్ స్టెప్ బ్యాక్ రావాలి నేమ్ అనేది.
No need. See, I told you, no? After that, you have to give some space. Okay. These are the properties. Okay. Module property should come with some space. It should not come like this. Okay. M is under the properties. Okay. M is a module and module properties. Okay. Save it and execute the program. Okay. So here one more mistake it is finding. Okay. So what is that mistake? So here, okay. See handlers. So where it has to come, sir, handlers. exactly under T. Okay, so this is how we can easily identify, sir. Okay, so playbook will tell if you do errors. Okay, H T. So same, right? So then afterwards, you see it is more gap is there, so we can bring back up. Okay, give some space. That's it. Next, it has to come like this. Okay. So now try to save it and run. So here only I want to introduce some options. Okay. So before running any playbook, I want to check the syntax. Okay. Hyphen 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 syntax check. Hyphen hyphen syntax check. So it will give the error. See, it will very clearly give what are all the syntax errors you have. Okay. You can able to see there is one more syntax error. At what point you can see line number 24, column 7. So then you have to open this and you have to once again cross check where is the syntax error. Okay, so just to go and see once again, HT all are in one line. Okay, this all should be in one line. Here also should be in one line. Okay. So where is the error it is now?
Line number 24.
Yeah. But with your naked eye, you have to identify where is the error. With your eyes, you have to identify where is the error. Any idea? Just observe. Okay, I'll give 1 minute time. Where is the error?
Name should come in handlers. Name should come back.
In handler?
Name should go back. I mean the hyphen. Yeah, that gap
No
should be
need.
removed.
No need. No need. You can give any number because only one service, right? Because handler section is different, task section is different. In the task, these two should be in one line. Okay. These two should be one line.
Sir, his destination is maybe same for Red Hat and Ubuntu.
That is what I told her. Two products from the company. Okay, we have two different products. Name is different. Apache company has given Apache 2 for Ubuntu and HTTP for Red Hat. Since same product, destination is same. /ware
Okay.
www/http. Tell me, where is the error?
సో రెడ్ హ్యాట్ కి కాపీ అని ఇవ్వలేదు అనుకుంటా సార్, మనం కాపీ కమాండ్ ఇవ్వలేదు అనుకుంటా. సోర్స్ డెస్టినేషన్ ఇచ్చాం.
Where?
రెడ్ హ్యాట్ సార్, రెడ్ హ్యాట్.
Yeah, exactly. Right? Okay, see here. Copy module. Because everyone is confused here. Okay, everything is correct, but how it is missing? Okay, so we have not added this module itself. Okay, module itself is not given. Okay, so you can use some space so that it will be good. To avoid these kind of errors only, we are going to depend on some online tools, or VS Code is the best one. Okay, VS Code. But don't start writing things on VS Code. Okay, don't use this. Please don't use this VS Code to write your playbooks. Okay, so write it on a notepad and try to execute it. Then you can find lot of errors. You will learn more. Okay, so don't use any editors as of now. Until unless you start the Ansible roles, don't use. Okay, so single files you write in a Vim so that you can solve a lot of errors. Okay, so now how to check the syntaxes? So syntax check. Okay, so if there is no syntax, it has to display the playbook name. Okay. So do anyone know what is a dry run and actual run? What is dry run and actual run? What is dry run?
Which is done before the actual run.
Yeah, very good. Okay, so actual run means exactly you are executing the command and work will happen. Okay, so if you do any work, that work will happen. Okay, but what is dry run means? So it will not happen, the work will not happen, but just whether it will happen or not, it will check. Okay, so this is using hyphen check option. We can see you are thinking it is copied or it is installing something like that. It won't do any work. Okay, see, failed to log apt, right? So why it is failed, sir? Any idea why it is failing? Because you have not given -b capital K, right? That's why it is failing. So hyphen check, basically what it will do, it is going to do the dry run. Okay, so it will just give the dry run, but actually it will not install or any deployment or anything. It won't do. It is just like a dry run. Okay, so see how the output I'm going to expect, or it is going to come. Okay, it will give, but actual run, how it will give? So you have to remove this. Okay, so this is what your actual work. Now you have executed the command. So what is the purpose of hyphen check? To start the dry run mode. Okay, before executing, I just want to do the dry run. So these two options will basically comes in interviews. Okay, so two plays, one is happening on Ubuntu and one is happening on Red Hat. Okay, so you can take one example, like some set of servers are there, like HTTP servers and database servers. Okay, two types. So some softwares you have to install on HTTP on the Red Hat, and some softwares you have to install on the database. Okay, so like this kind of playbooks you can develop. Still we can modify, still we can implement some more concepts in Ansible, and we can reduce the length, or we can do it in a better way. Okay, here the problem is length became more, right? So people feeling length is more. Still we can implement some concepts in Ansible, and we can reduce it more, reduce it to less also. We can reduce it less. So let me try to reduce the code to less, and we will fix some more, we will learn some more concepts. Okay, so install, I want to change the name. I want to copy it to some other name and start editing that file. So let me take as exam.yaml. Okay, any name you can take. I'm taking as exam.yaml. So here, so the length is more. Okay, so what I can do, instead of repeating like this, okay, host 2 times and all, okay, what we can do is, okay, so instead of Ubuntu, I can put all. Okay, then so all handlers will go into one area, and all tasks. Since I added host all, I'll remove this. Okay, I'll remove this. So then all tasks should be in one file. So these are the tasks. I'll copy. Okay, and what I will do, all tasks in one area. I'll take here. Observe, sir. Okay, what I am doing. So all tasks should come here. So 4 tasks should come here. Okay. So whenever you are copying, be careful. So order is important. Okay. So then is working. Right. So now I will remove this. And all services in one file. Okay. All services in one file. Handlers, all handlers in one area, and all tasks in one area. So like this also I can make now. So somewhat it is reduced. Okay, so now try to execute this, or you will face any errors. We will try to see. So if you observe the output, the earlier and now, so first we will try to do syntax check, Ansible dash playbook, exam.yaml -b -K syntax check syntax check. Okay, so there is no issue. It has successfully executed. See, whenever you are executing this, okay, so what is the thing will happen? Okay, so it has started its play. Install Apache 2. See, okay, deployment okay, and some again red color. Okay, so HTTPD on this server is red. Why? Because it is a Ubuntu. On Ubuntu, it won't install. Whenever it got error, it will stuck. That's it. Red Hat, it will not install. See, so it is not trying to install a Red Hat because whenever any task is failed, it will stop there only. Okay, basically that is the nature. Okay, so but here it has, even though there is error, it has went with other because the state is reached. Okay, because the state is available already. See, some issues are there. Okay, you are getting some red colors. Okay, which is not acceptable. Okay, so basically what should happen here is, okay, what is the main problem here is, okay, this is a Red Hat server, okay, and this is the Ubuntu server. On Ubuntu, which package will work?
APT.
On Apache. Okay, Apache 2 will work on Ubuntu. For Red Hat, what is the software they provided? So HTTPD. Okay, HTTP. So whenever you are executing some task, okay, here what are the tasks you are executing? So install Apache 2. So this, how it is running, you have to see. Okay, so the first task it is going to run is gathering facts. Even though you not added, so it is going to collect some facts. It will get the using setup module. It will take all information first. That is automatic task. Next, what is the second task? Install Apache 2. So first it will take one machine and it will install. So Apache 2 will not work on Red Hat. So that's why it is failed. Next, Apache 2 with Ubuntu. So it will success. If it is already there, it will not do anything. So the same way deployment. So it is installing here, but later it is not taking care of the 89. So HTTPD here also. And what about the services? What about service? Service is not at all working. Okay, services are not at all working here. Earlier example also, install also, services are not at all called. Means what is the meaning? Why services are not calling? Anyone can guess and tell me why services are not calling? But tasks are calling. Why services are not calling? Because services are not in task section. Where they kept that? Handlers. Handler is a separate section. Okay, so services are keeping in handler. Well, what is the observation we got is, if I keep any service in handler, okay, it will not call on its own, but task will call. Each and every task will happen like this. Task name, it will execute, but handlers will not execute on its own. Then how to call service? I want to install Apache 2. So I want to start the Apache 2 service. So when we have to start, actually, so whenever you install, I want to start. Okay, after installing, immediately I have to start. So what you have to do means, okay, in the task level, okay, so you have to add one keyword called notify. Okay, so you have to give this name, which service I want to call. Notice service restart. So this is very important. Notify. Okay. So interviews and all, your real time, lot of things we will use a lot of times. So here also, whenever we do HTTPD, So then we will use notify. So notify, what it will do, sir? It will call the handler. It will call the handler. So how it will call? You have to give the service name. So notify keyword will call the handler. Okay. So whenever task is executed only, then it will call handler. If the task is not executed, then it won't call handler. For example, HTTP present. It is already installed, so the task won't execute. So then notify will not call. So notify and handlers, two important things. Notify will call handler. Handler name will be used in the notify. Notify will be written in the task. So save this file and let's check whether handling is happening or not. So handlers are calling or not. If the task happens only, then only your handler will happen. But okay, handler is not happened, but issue was there. What was the issue? What is the issue you are facing here? Okay, if some task is stuck, then it is not going further. It was stopping there only. Then how to address this issue? Okay, then how to address this issue? Basically, this is very, very important. Okay, so before installing Apache 2, okay, it has to check whether that is Ubuntu or Red Hat. That is not happening here. It is blindly installing and saying red color. Here also, M module, you are executing this task, very good. But it has to check whether what kind of operating system you are going to have. So to check that things, we have some condition statements like when. Okay, we have some condition statements like when. See here how I am using this when condition. So when Ansible underscore distribution. So I think you have heard about this, right? So it's a fact or variable. Okay, directly you can use distribution double equal to. Okay, so Ubuntu. So this is a condition. Okay, so I am saying if it is Ubuntu, then the task will execute. Otherwise, it will, what will happen, sir? Skip. It will skip the task. It will skip the task. Observe here. So how to write the when condition? When, okay, Ansible underscore distribution. So this is very important parameter we will use. Okay, so Red Hat. When Ansible distribution is equal to Red Hat. So if it is not Red Hat, then it will skip. It won't do the work. It will skip. Okay, these are the extra functionalities you have, like Ansible. Ansible provides some conditional statements. Okay, to check it. So Ansible dash playbook. So playbook name -b capital. So it is going to check. So both install Apache is skipped. Deployment happened. So Apache is, because already all installed, sir. Okay, that's why you are not seeing yellow color, and that's why handler is not handled. Okay, but let me see. I will do some code change. Okay, definitely. So it will change. Code is changed now. Okay, welcome to handlers. I'm changing the code. Okay, code level I did change. So whenever you execute this, so what will happen? So the code will deploy into both servers, right? Code will deploy into both servers, yellow. Okay, so installation already happened. That's why it won't bother. So code has been deployed. Go 10 minutes. Okay, code has been deployed. But is it handler called? Can anyone tell me? Code is deployed, right? Why handler is not called? Can anyone tell me why handler is not called? Answer is before you only. Tell me why handler is not called. So when this task executed, right? So deployment task executed. But why handler not called? Because in this task, purposefully, I have not added. It is my choice. Whether I want to add or not, it is my choice. Okay. So if you want to know if this task completion is done, you want to call the handler, then you have to add like this. No, notify you have to add. So which task it has to call. Okay, you cannot call multiple notify, only one service you have to call. Okay, you have to call only one service. Clear? Got it? So here, what task if I execute notify will happen, sir? This one. Okay. So now to do that, first what I will do, I will use playbook Ansible command to remove that Apache. Okay. Ansible -m apt -a name is equal to Apache 2. Okay. State equal to offset. State equal to offset. I'm removing this manually. -b -K Ubuntu. So your Apache is deleted. So once it is deleted, you can execute the playbook. Now, whenever the task happens, then only it is going to call handler. Handler will not call on its own. Whenever any task got executed, if you mention notify over there, then it is going to call. Here, why it is skipping? It should not skip, right? The skipping is happening because of the typo error. So U is capital, okay? Why it is skipping means U is capital. Here you observe, okay? U is capital and R is capital, H is capital, okay? So carefully you have to type, sir, okay? Carefully you have to type. So it is changed now. So in Apache 2, if notify is there, definitely it will call handler. See, it started handler, service restart handler. Okay. So whenever task happen, then only handlers will call. So if I don't a handler, if I try to keep servicing a task, it will every time it will call. Okay. Unnecessarily you are calling services start, stop is not recommended. Okay. So that's why handler is a separate section where it is used to handle services. Handler will not call on its own. If you want to call handler, you have to use a keyword called notify at the task level. So which task you want to call the service, it will call. Clear? Understood? Any questions? Any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, fine. So here I just want to, okay, so here I started some installations, right? Okay, I want to cover you some concept. Okay, some one playbook which is similar here. Okay, let's say test.ml. Test.ml. Okay, so hyphen. So hyphen host. Okay, hyphen host is equal to all. Okay, so next task. Task is equal to hyphen name. Okay, so install package. So apt. So for example, name is equal to duplicate package. State is equal to present. Then name is equal to yum name is equal. So what is the difference here? What you are trying to do here? Tell me. So you are going to install wget on Red Hat and Ubuntu. That is your task. You have to install wget package on Ubuntu and Red Hat. So first, I will remove this wget by using apt module using command, because wget will be there. So state equal to absent. Okay. So -b -K on Ubuntu. So first I will remove manually. Okay, then you can see the effect of the playbook. Okay, I remove wget. So now wget is not available on both the machines. Okay, so now see the playbook. I have written this playbook. So test.yaml. Okay, so what will happen? What you can expect? So whenever you execute this playbook, okay, you can expect some permission denied because -b K Ansible. We will solve it tomorrow. That -b K issue we can solve it tomorrow. So here I told you. So one skipping not happen. Okay, skipping not happen because there is no when condition. So basically, okay. So apt module will not work on Red Hat, and Red Hat will yum module will not work on Red Hat. So you can use when condition to skip something, right? Okay. So here even this package also, this command, whatever you have written the code, that is also lengthy. It became lengthy only. Okay, so to install some generic packages, okay, so to install this kind of generic packages, so I'm just trying to use this. See here. So instead of apt, okay, I will use package. I'll use package. Okay, so here you cannot use shortcut. So we are going to use, okay, this one. Sorry, I just want to update you one information. Okay, from Ansible latest version, okay, like 2.9. In future it may change. So we should not use a package like this. Okay, so basically I'm currently using, it will support, okay, not pkg, you have to use full name package. So but they are recommending to use domain names. Okay, so don't write one word, you have to write like this. Okay, Ansible, please remember Ansible, okay, Ansible dot built-in dot package. So domain name, this is a domain name you have to use. They're recommending you to use this. Okay, so start practicing it. So instead of one word, you have to use like this, full name. Okay, so they in 2.9 onwards, they are asking to recommend to use this. In future, you have to use like this only. Okay, they have updated the documentation. AWS team, Ansible team has updated the documentation. So they are trying to use like Ansible.builtin.package, Ansible.builtin.apt, Ansible.builtin.copy. Okay, so please make a note and you can start practicing it. Okay, so now let's see Ansible-playbook. So generic, it is basically to install some general packages. Okay, so package module will work and it will install on a generic basic. Okay, clear? So to avoid those problems with the, see their idea is very simple. Okay, so two commands I provided for two types of installation, right? So it is not good actually. So we want to give some generic Ansible module. It has to work for Red Hat, Ubuntu, Fedora, like that. Okay. So in that way, so they introduced this package module. Okay. So it is a generic module for installing some packages, some base package. See NTP update, Apache 2. Okay. So you can use it. HTTPDC. It is installing HTTPD also. MariaDB server. The HTTPD is nothing but Apache. Okay. So you can use this okay examples. So we can discuss more okay on this topic in the tomorrow's class. So your tomorrow's class will be from 9 p.m. to 10:30. Okay. So Saturday and Sunday we have class. Okay, from 9 p.m. to 10:30. So Saturday and Sunday we have class from 9 p.m. to 10:30.
Okay.
Yeah. So I will just elaborate this one more concept related to the installations. Like we have to discuss some list and loops. Okay. And then followed by again we will learn. I will introduce some more modules. Okay. Line in file module, block in file module. Okay. I will introduce some more modules. Okay. In the today's class, I just want to highlight one important playbook we have written. That playbook is how to install a web server and how to do the deployment using Ansible. Okay, so this is very, very important. So please practice setting up the HTTP server and installing the and doing the deployment and calling the handler and notify that particular task. Very, very important. Okay. So in interviews and all, they are asking you to share your screen, and they are asking you this entire thing you have to execute before them. Okay. So you have to make what you have to do is you have to write this in the notepad textbook. Okay. So what you will call this one, sir? You will take pen and write, right? Notebook. So you have to write in the notebook. Okay. So at least write 5 times. So because and type it without seeing. So and you execute it and try to do it because in the interview they're asking. Okay. So just write basic playbook. They're asking all this. Okay. So just don't hurry in the interview. Just try to practice before only. Okay. So this is a very important playbook they're asking in the interview. Since I am in sleeping mode, I removed that copy, right? So you should not do in the interview. Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yeah. So please practice these commands. We'll meet tomorrow at 9 o'clock. So
So,
yeah, practice it. If you have any doubts, I will address tomorrow. You will get more doubts tomorrow. Yes, any questions? Yeah.
so tomorrow there is no morning class, like 9:30 morning
So I'm talking about 9:30 p.m. class. Okay,
PM. Okay, okay.
not 6 a.m. class. Okay, 6 a.m. will be there as usual. Okay, 6 a.m. class will be available on Saturday like 10 a.m. Right? I already updated in the chart. Okay, again I will update. Maybe if I miss 10 a.m. right? So which class you are talking about? Just give me clarification.
Yes, sir.
No. Who is asking? Vasu, right? Okay, I will put it in the WhatsApp group. Okay, there should not be any confusion.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yeah. So like we will discuss it. Okay, I will update you in the chat. So there is a class at 10 a.m. Okay, tomorrow for the 6 a.m. batch people. Okay, only 2 people are here. I know. I will update you. Okay. So 10 a.m. is our class. You can ping me separately so that you will get the link.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, please practice it. We will discuss some doubts tomorrow. I will introduce some more concepts tomorrow in Ansible, which are very, very important. Okay, we'll see tomorrow.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Bye. Sir.